So hey, I am in Leukerbad. This is a little resort town in Valais, here in Switzerland. Valais in French is the French name for it. Valais is the German name for it. This is in the German-speaking part of the canton, and well, it's very pretty. Trying my best to keep this, Anyway, so yeah. I'm here. My parents have a place up here as well. The place is kind of known for its thermal baths. I'll show you that later. But yeah, it snowed a lot in the last couple of days. We actually got snowed in the other day. But and so sometimes it's actually been a little disconcerting. You can hear the controlled explosions for controlled avalanches. All right. Hopefully you could hear that. Sometimes you can hear the avalanche coming after the explosion.
I wanted to talk a bit about living in bubbles, because I think I've spent much of my life living in culture bubbles. This is an intrinsic part of growing up as an expat, because you're surrounded by fellow foreigners in a place that you're familiar with, but not necessarily a part of. I went to international schools for most of my education, and international environments in general are the ones I feel most comfortable in. And they're all bubbles. You're never entirely connected to the place around you that way. I don't see this necessarily being the negative thing, though. Sometimes being a little in between is exactly the best perspective with which to appreciate a place. When traveling, tourists tend to have two priorities: to see all the most important attractions and to maybe try and experience things as a local. Whole industries are made out of selling consumable chunks of culture to tourists, and people try to go past that while still consuming supposedly local culture in consumable amounts. There are a lot of expatriates who can live 10 years in a place and never learn the language, never interact much with locals beyond basic formalities. So it's not just a matter of living in a place, though every little bit helps. You need to take an interest and go deeper. People who are local to a place won't see what they do as special, it's just normal. Tourists mostly only see the superficial, the manufactured culture that gets commodified and sold. Congratulations, you participated in Spanish culture by watching a flamenco dance. Congratulations, you participated in Swiss culture by buying an expensive watch. They are aspects of culture at large, but only in the way that everything humans do is cultural. This here is the whole reason this is called Leukerbad. The bad means bath. There are thermal baths here, and look at the thermal springs. You can see it smoking. This water was actually warm, which is pretty cool.
So today's actually my first day skiing in almost 10 years, which is a long time. I got a concussion last time, and I'm actually doing okay. Luckily enough, the bunny slopes are free today, and that's about all I'm doing, but it's nice, actually. It's really nice to get back to it. I was never particularly good, but apparently I still got it. Whatever I had, I still got it, which is nice.
This is why I'd like to start making semi-regular short videos about little places I find interesting or worth telling stories about from my perspective. Working as a tour guide in Zurich for the last couple of years has, in the process of wanting to be good at it and also genuinely being interested, helped give me some insight. I take interest in the stories about a place or people that others don't necessarily know. And I hope to share some of these stories, because I may not live here forever, and can share them while I have it.
Explosions are cool, guys. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. They actually show this broadcast this sort of thing on the local news here in Switzerland, where they occasionally like have to blow up part of a mountain to set off a controlled avalanche. Therefore, so that unexpected avalanches don't happen, so you just have the cleared ones. Woo! Helicopter somewhere up there. But yeah. This is all so that we can actually just walk outside and enjoy all this here without having to worry about dying by horrible avalanche death. So there's that.